When we woke up the next morning, we were in the nearest port to Rome, and another sunny day. The train ride takes 32 minutes up to Rome, and it gives us an opportunity to see a little of the countryside. After a hearty breakfast, took an Uber to the train station and found out that the fast train no longer runs, and it will take about 1 hour. The cost is about €5. The double-deck train is new and modern. We decided to ride on the upper deck. Reminds me of the double-decker buses in England. This time of the day, few people traveling. So we donned the masks that were compulsory on public transport at that time in Italy, and off we go. This is one of the disadvantages of being on a cruise. We have to spend totally 2 hours on the train, and then we're limited to only 6 hours in Rome. Excited as we arrive in Rome. The last time I was here was 54 years ago. Uber to the Colosseum. It's the largest ancient amphitheater ever built, and the largest standing amphitheater in the world today. Construction began under Vespasian in 72 AD and was completed in 80 AD under his successor, Titus. It could hold an estimated 50 to 80,000 spectators at various points in its history, and was used as gladiatorial contests and public spectacles including animal hunts, executions, reenactments of famous battles, and dramas based on Roman mythology. Briefly, even mock sea battles. We explored a little. As I recall, the last time I was here, we simply walked into the Colosseum and had a look around. But that was before the advent of jet airliners and visitors arriving from all over the world. By the time we arrived, all the visitor slots were booked until 4 p.m., so we were limited to see it from the outside. The trip to Rome was disappointing in that we were unable, because of the crowds, to get to see most of the things we wanted to see. In many places where the cruise ship stops, there are few people. But here in Rome, it was inundated with tourists, and 2 or 3 of the places we would have loved to visit, we were unable to do so because of the long queues. Nevertheless, interesting to walk around and enjoy the place again. Nearby, the Roman Forum, and free water, though it has to be said when it was time to discharge the water, the toilets were not free. The Arch of Titus erected in AD 81 in honor of Titus and his capture of Jerusalem. In those days, the barbaric Romans were bent on conquering, and their army was a killing machine. It has to be said, however, that they changed their ways, and by the time of the Second World War, they did everything they could to avoid fighting. The glory of their victory today in ruins. So here we get a glance at the grandeur that once was Rome, now a tourist destination.
So here we are at the Forum.
One for the memory. I was nevertheless disappointed, only a shadow of what I remember it was 54 years ago. So we explored a little. The altar of the fatherland, the Vittoriano, is on the Capitoline Hill, the symbolic center of ancient Rome, the original Capitol Hill, built upon one of the 7 hills of Rome. There were even long queues at the renowned coffee and ice cream establishments. But my greatest regret was not being able to go into the Pantheon and shoot it with my 360 camera. The queues were 200 yards long. So we FaceTimed the twins.
Hi!
Hi, Ben, Bella.
We are outside the Pantheon where me and your mum used to throw you up high in the air. We should bring you back here. Miss you guys. See you soon.
And got another selfie. We surely missed getting a great cup of coffee, but did taste the gelato. Then, as our time was so limited, we finally decided to take an Uber taxi back to the railway station. On arriving, we felt we had plenty of time, but we then found out it was a 10-minute walk to the platform. We would have missed the train if not for the fact that they changed the platform, which meant that we had to walk another 5 minutes. But as they had to tell all the passengers to move to that platform, the train waited beyond the departure time, and we were finally able to board the train with about 10 seconds to spare. We were soon back on the ship, enjoying the sail away. And dinner as the sun set. Salad, roast pork, cheese and biscuits, and dessert. Then a stroll on the deck. Great to have been in Rome again.